It's us helping others create pure freedom while we create it for ourselves. That's really going to drive our success. So thanks again, Liz. You're amazing. Hi, everyone. My name is Helena DeBrun. I'm an independent Arbonne consultant and an executive national vice president. I get the pleasure of introducing our third speaker of the day. In fact, I am stepping in for someone who really wanted to be here to introduce him, his sister, Natalie Comeau. She just gave birth to a beautiful, beautiful little boy and couldn't be here. So I get the honor. I think it is great that you get to choose who you work with in this business. In this case, two siblings working alongside each other. What other company allows you to do that? Matt also had a life milestone and was married just over 2 weeks ago. A beautiful ceremony. It was a very exciting summer for Matt, Natalie, and their entire family. Matt works his Arbonne business alongside his corporate career, so he is the perfect example of being able to do both. He has earned multiple AIT trips and continues to grow a flourishing business. He is speaking today about being intentional in building yourself and your business. We all need to learn a little bit more about that. So please help me welcome from Paris, Ontario, independent consultant and regional vice president, Matt Comeau.
I've got to say, this is really cool to be up here. You guys gotta try this sometime. So I'm absolutely honored and privileged to be here to share with all of you today. First off, I want to congratulate all of you for being here. You chose to be here, to take time out of your busy lives, a weekend away from your family, to work on developing and growing you and your business. So well done. I'm going to start off by sharing a bit of my story and what the journey with Arbonne has been like for me. Now, I do recognize the fact that I am the only male in this lineup this weekend. So my hope is that I can help inspire all of you to go out and share Arbonne with conviction to everyone you meet, but especially the men in your life. There are so many men that are just waiting for you to show them the opportunity, even if they don't know it yet. So when I was 20 years old, I was a full-time student, and I was actually recruited to run my own business within a student franchise system. Starting the business while handling a full course load was not easy, but it pushed me to grow as a person, and that's what I absolutely loved about the experience. I worked my tail off, and I found a ton of success. I was hooked on what being an entrepreneur could be, and that work hard, play hard mentality. So why do I tell you this? 2 reasons. 1, my mindset had completely shifted from an employee mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset. And 2, I experienced what it was like to feel real personal growth and development, and I saw myself becoming a different person for the better. So when I finished university, most of my peers went off into the working world, but I was given the opportunity to pioneer the expansion of the company into Western Canada. What's up, Calgary? It was by far the toughest thing I ever had to do at that point in my life. It stretched me, it pushed me, it grew me, it challenged me to be better. I wouldn't trade that experience for anything in the world. However, as much as it gave me more than I could have asked for in terms of development, I was working upwards of 80 to 100 hours a week at times, and I was building someone else's business. I felt like I was trading my life for someone else's success. Overall, I was becoming complacent and unhappy, and I knew that I needed a change. Isn't it funny how things happen for a reason, and timing is everything? So in the summer of 2010, right around the time I started to feel this complacency, my older sister, now National Vice President Natalie Zombek, called me to see if I could take a look at this thing she was looking at for herself called Arbonne. So at first I was confused because I never thought I'd hear the words business opportunity come out of my sister's mouth. I mean, no offense to my sister, she's not here right now. I think she's on FaceTime. But business was, it was just never really her jam. So, she used to work for me when we were younger. It was great. Bossing my older sister around, but she was happy as a teacher, and it was no secret that she was not looking to be her own boss. But all Natalie wanted was for me to take a look at Arbonne to make sure it wasn't something that she'd regret jumping into. The things that stood out to me were the things that as consultants we all already know. The heritage and the credibility, the leadership of the company, the compensation plan, the industry. I understood how all of that worked and I thought it was brilliant. The biggest thing that I needed to understand was the product. So I am a guy's guy. Okay, I play hockey, I like to build things, I hang with the boys, I am a dude, okay? I considered myself a healthy person. I paid attention to what I ate, I worked out, played sports, but I never realized that what I put on my body could be just as important, if not more important than what I ate. Once I understood that Arbonne has products that are pure, safe, and beneficial, and how that could add value to people's lives, I realized that this is an amazing opportunity, because I knew that other people must be looking for this as well. I told my sister I was extremely excited to see how she did with this. Okay, I thought it was great, but I had no space to take on something else in my life. So Natalie jumped in, and within a few months, she started to taste success and was radiating positivity. So that's when I really started to pay attention and started to consider Arbonne for myself, because I was falling further and further into complacency with my day-to-day, and I just couldn't do it anymore. But could Arbonne really be the vehicle for me? What would people think of me doing this little lipstick business? What I realized very quickly though, was that no excuse that I could come up with was bigger than my purpose for doing this. I have massive goals for myself and my family, and I want to live a life by design, and I decided that Arbonne would be the vehicle to get me there. So now, here's my disclaimer. At no point did I ever foresee myself representing personal care products or being part of the network marketing industry, okay? It wasn't something in my future, in my opinion. But sometimes opportunities come wrapped in a package that you may not expect. But it's up to you whether you open it up to see what's inside. I started my Arbonne business on October 1st, 2011, and it has been by far the best decision I've ever made, and it has been life-changing for my entire family, as there are now 10 of us involved with Arbonne as independent consultants. So my sister, Natalie Zombeck, the girl who started this pretty much for the discount, is now a national vice president. My aunt, Regional Vice President Colleen Peterson, is now living a life of abundance and choice. And myself, currently the youngest male Vice President in Canada, and I still am in the corporate world because I enjoy what I do, but I am extremely happy and excited to announce that as of this coming February, I will be leaving the corporate world to focus even more on my Arbonne business and leave on stage to uphold my title to youngest male national Vice President in Canada. So I'm also recently married as of 3 weeks ago to my beautiful wife, Sarah. Sorry, ladies. And I'm back from my honeymoon literally 3 days ago, so I'm feeling a little bit jet-lagged right now. But I do this every day to build a legacy for the future of my family, the people currently in my Arbonne organization, and the people I've not even met yet. So this has been my story, and now I want to provide you with some of the tools that I've used to be able to create an amazing business and life through Arbonne. For me, it's been about being intentional, treating my Arbonne business like a business, and developing myself into a network marketing professional. So I want to start off by telling you guys a story. I heard this not too long ago from Darren Hardy. It's a story about a rare white tiger named Mohini. In the 1960s, she was the first white tiger to come to North America, and she became a great celebrity. She lived in the Washington Zoo and spent her days pacing back and forth in a 12 by 12 foot cage. Think about being a ferocious hunting tiger and being confined to a 12 by 12 foot cubicle. Sorry, I mean cage. Inhumane, right? Finally, the zoo decided to build her a larger cage, and Mohini could run, climb, and explore. But when she arrived in her new home, she didn't rush out, eagerly adapting to a new habitat. Rather, she just marked off a 12 by 12 foot square for herself and paced it until her death, never enjoying the new opportunities in front of her. Mohini exemplifies the classic conditioning most of us live within. Although she was a powerful creature, Mohini was convinced her place was a 12 by 12 foot square. We all have propensity to behave exactly like Mohini based on our conditioning. We create invisible cages for ourselves, limiting our lives and our businesses within their boundaries. What did your parents say you could or couldn't do? What did your teachers say you were smart or not smart at? What has news and commercial media said is possible or not possible? What 12 by 12 foot cage has been placed around your potential? You might not even realize that we are all like Mohini. We are living in the most abundant and prosperous times in the history of the earth. Yet based on your conditioning, based on your background, what you've been told, you might have marked off a 12 by 12 foot area inside the vast field of endless possibility, and you're just pacing back and forth. Oh yes, you are still a ferocious, beautiful, and badass tiger that I believe God designed you to be, but you're squandering it by just pacing inside this imaginary cage. By being here at CNTC, you're saying, I'm ready to free myself and break out of my cage. Don't do as she did. Realize that the cage doesn't even exist. It's in your head. You are a powerful tiger, entrepreneur, who is ready to run free and live like you were meant to live and build your business like you know you can. I think this story can relate to all of us in our business at times. Let's all agree to bust out of our cage and create the life that you desire. So let's get to it. I have 5 tools that I want to share with you today. So priority number 1 is to work on your mindset. In my opinion, this business is 90% between our ears. You need to be intentional and deliberate about what you're feeding your mind. So, what are you currently reading? Are you reading at all? Is it a book about personal growth, self-help, or mindset? Is it about network marketing, business, or finance? Or, let's be real, is it 50 Shades of Grey? And what are you listening to? Do you listen to learning birds and audiobooks on topics that fill you up and feed your mindset? You can turn your car into a mobile learning center on any topic that you want to improve at. Your workouts can become maximized by fueling your body with exercise and your mind with useful, powerful information that can transform the way that you think. Technology these days makes life so easy to get the best information at our fingertips. And who are you spending your time with? It's been said that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are you being intentional about who that is? Are you attending networking events and social opportunities with like-minded people who are thinking big and doing cool things with their life? The Buddha said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. The mind is that powerful. You can change your physical reality, your outcomes, your life through the power of your mind. Thinking intentionally is the beginning of creation. This is why I start with mindset. Number 2 is increasing your self-awareness. So much of our lives are lived on autopilot or based on our defaults and driven by our unconscious. So how do you become more aware? Well, there's a couple ways that I would encourage you to consider that has helped me to increase my awareness. First, ask yourself better questions. One of those questions being, how are you perceived by those around you? Are you clear on that? Are you aware of what your brand is? Is it what you want it to be, and is it serving the growth of your business? Would you actually follow you? Do you visualize your success on a daily basis and use affirmations? Practicing visualization and affirmations provide your unconscious mind the direction of the life you are creating. In turn, this will start to influence every choice you make to move in that direction. I have an executive area manager on my team that printed off her affirmations, put them inside a page protector, and posted them inside her shower wall. I'll bet she says her affirmations every single day. Do you post your goals so you see them every day and have a crystal clear vision for your life? I personally tracked and posted every bit of activity for the Arbonne incentive trips from 2014 to 2016, but neglected to do it this year, and this year's the only one I haven't earned since 2014. Coincidence? Probably not. And are you practicing gratitude? Gratitude reciprocates, and it trains the mind to appreciate where you are and opens the possibilities for more to come into your life. All of these tools can help to mold your conscious and unconscious mind to increase your self-awareness and influence your success. Decide to mold your perspective, thinking, and philosophies into that of a network marketing professional. You've got to be deliberate. Number 3 is understanding what your priorities are. Plan for them and create habits and rituals around priorities. And I don't only mean this for your business, but holistically for your entire life. The reality is, life is busy. To accomplish all that we have on our plates, you need to be intentional with how your time is used. And it's not about time management, in my opinion, it's about priority management. The difference is taking the time to understand your priorities each day and to spend time on the right things, not just anything, in the pursuit of your goals. To build a business with Arbonne, it can't just be built when it's convenient to do so. It will take times of inconvenience to achieve massive success. For me, over the last 2.5 years, I've had over 260 flights around North America with packed schedules while traveling for my day job. When going region in fall of 2015, I credit a hardcore focus on priority management, paired with smart scheduling and doing the do even when it wasn't convenient or I didn't feel like putting the time into my business. To me, this made the success of promoting that much sweeter. Nothing worth achieving is ever easy. And don't beat yourself up over discipline. Work on creating new rituals in your life. Building rituals requires defining very precise behaviors and performing them at very specific times, motivated by deeply held values and goals. In your business, what rituals can you create? Is it making phone calls every day at 6 p.m.? Is it putting a sample pack in your work bag each night before you go to bed so that you're prepared for the next day? Or is it writing out 3 things you're grateful for each morning? Make it a ritual, make it part of your life. Number 4 is taking massive action to gain confidence and competence. Rarely does anyone come into social marketing and have all of the skills necessary to be successful. This is why you need to learn and practice the skills necessary to be a network marketing professional. Now, if we consider what's known to be true, the network marketing industry is creating success all around the globe for people. There's evidence of success everywhere you look within Arbonne, in every market we're in. People are loving our products and finding success with them. Now, these are all constants for all of us. So what's the variable? It's you. The only variable is you. Each of us determine our own success by the work we do on ourselves to become competent and confident social marketers. Arbonne works if you do. Each of us are responsible to learn how to schedule, sponsor, and sell. And have you educated yourself on the industry? Can you discuss network marketing at Arbonne confidently, accurately, and without hype? Can you sit down and share the opportunity and the product with someone in a way that helps others see how Arbonne could be a fit for them? None of this happens overnight, and realize it takes time to hone your craft and build your skill, just like anything else. Put the time in to learn the skills so you are competent, which increases your confidence and the confidence of others that you can show them how Arbonne can benefit them. Do you show up in a way that makes people want to follow you? Today in this room, there are people at all different levels at different places in Arbonne, from consultants to executive national vice presidents. One difference between a consultant and an ENVP is the ENVP has just taken the time to develop the skills necessary to reach the top. Over time, you can master the skills too, but it comes with practice and hard work. And lastly, I want to leave you with this. The challenge and the benefit with having a network marketing business is the fact that there's no one there to make you do the work. The drive needs to come from within. It's why having a strong why is so important. Motivation, that only lasts so long. Inspiration, now that's the next level. Most of you will be inspired this weekend, but even that dwindles over time as well. I encourage you to clearly understand and decide who you aspire to be. Who is that person? Who are you in 10 years' time? Who are you chasing? Who in your life or in Arbonne do you want to emulate? How do you, as the ENVP, network marketing professional, walk, talk, look, dress, think, and show up? Keep that hero of you right in front of you. Become that person. Break out of that 12 by 12 foot cage that you've been conditioned to and go create the life that you want through this amazing vehicle called Arbonne. Thank you very much.